Howdy guys, how you doing? And good afternoon, Mr. Adventure here. Welcome back again to another reaction video at your service. What's up guys? I'm okay. I look a little bit rough, but wrong side of the bed as typical, and I'm just not feeling it this morning, and it's just been a little crazy, and that's pretty much it. And here I am, just trying to be positive and just trying to bring a smile, and which is that today is the first day of September, and that's all that's what I'm trying to do. But I guess there's some things that I can't forget, and the mornings can be a bitch sometimes. So I don't care. I'm just glad that mess is over and that the weekend is here, and mostly the fact that this is the Mortal Kombat month, because we're only about a couple of days away. So that's 2 weeks. So well, I'm still gonna get the game even though I don't have the PS5, but I guess I can work with the Switch. But you know, I gotta at least have something, and it's better than just being empty-handed, you know. So with that said, I think that I'm going to be attempting to do all the fatalities from Mortal Kombat 4 to Mortal Kombat Go, because I have a certain memories when I have the N64, and you know, Star Fox 64 was my all-time favorite. And keep in mind that MK4, that was the first ever having a 3D fighting game. That's something that's never been shown. Technically, that it originally came out of the arcade port, and then it didn't move into the home console, and which that came out. I'm not sure if there was like a PC, but it definitely came from the N64, and then there was the updated version to the Sega Dreamcast. So I'm gonna start off with the first one, because this is my memories of when I was not good at putting up the certain inputs for the fatalities, because I mean, I know I sucked back then. So I just want to have fun with this and taking a look. And yeah, I am aware that the fatalities are considered as cheesy, funniest, and less gore, but let's refresh this, and you know, and we'll take the C, and which that served up of the best fatality of MK4. So let's do that. Let's begin. And if you're new to this channel, and if you like what you see so far, just leave it a likes, and also don't forget to subscribe, and just flick that tiny little bell, because there's an old saying goes, is that every little help that counts. And that you will receive a notification from yours truly, your friendly neighborhood reactor man, the soul of a Japanese brother man, the king of metal / shame metal reactor, is what I do. It may not be as 100% perfect, but it is the best effort that I could do for every single one of you out there, because this is what I love to do. So let's begin, let's get started, but mostly time to react.
Finish him! Fatality.
There's a little movement.
Finish him! Fatality. Finish him!
I love how the fact that they using different angle shots to make this epic of his first fatality.
Fatality.
That is a little disappointment, don't you think? It could have added a little bit more to make it even that makes it more display the all the gore, but it's just instantly that it just basically just shocked to death, and I guess it just ends it in that the opponent no longer breathes.
Finish him. Fatality.
You know what? I think that Shinnok's fatality of the skull hand that's been summoned. I think that they got the idea from MK3 when Scorpion did the same, but it was a flaming skull hand, if I'm not mistaken, and I guess that they think wouldn't notice that any differences, but it's clearly that it's the same thing. It's just that they just basically just have a naked skeleton head and just having the head gush, and I guess that's what's basically what they were thinking of.
Finish him. Shinnok wins. Fatality.
Yeah, they now basically have it two hands. Okay, this is considered as paying the homage to MK2.
Fatality.
And all that gushing, it just rains down. Yeah, they had to do this because this is a 3D fighting game.
Finish him. Reptile wins. Fatality.
That does kind of remind me of Marina.
Finish him. Reptile wins.
Okay, since when does Reptile levitates and then vomit acid? It just basically that just peels it off like it's in seconds. And yeah, I know that this is a 3D. I get that and the polygons, but I mean this is just this is what they were going for, and that was just. I mean, that sounds a little lousy, don't you think?
Fatality. Finish him.
Classic.
Scorpion wins. Fatality. Finish him. Scorpion.
Why showing it the second time?
Fatality.
Okay, I get it. Now, this is a better abnormality.
Fatality.
Okay, the reason I say that because in Ultimate or was it? Yeah, I think it was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and I forget what the abnormality that was for Scorpion, and that the fans didn't like it because of the namesake or the code name Scorpion, and you would expect it that he would morph into a literal scorpion, but it didn't. So I forget which one it was, but MK4, however, that they actually give him the abnormality of Scorpion, so that was considered as a bittersweet, but it was a much better. That was much better.
Finish him.
I guess that is.
Fatality.
I think that is a paying a homage.
Finish him.
Or I think that was in MK3.
Now that is from MK2.
Fatality. Finish him.
Now that is silly. I mean, you kicked him so hard, and arms and head is spinning around. It. Did you also hear that there was there was a double scream that added at the end of it? It's just why adding a secondary when the fact that this was already been on a sample of it. And I guess for Reiko, that I'm gonna bleed you out with a bunch of shurikens and instantly you're dead. But it looks so cheesy that basically there's so many that's riddled the entire body, don't you think?
Fatality. Finish him. Fatality.
Okay.
Finish him.
That's also another classic MK fatality.
Wins. Fatality. Finish him. Wins.
And I get it that Jarek is the member of the Black Dragon, but he looks generic, and that pulling off of Kano's fatality, that is a classic of the first game, and I mean this. I mean, again, this is they tried something different, but clearly that
Fatality.
this is just a lazy effort.
Finish him. Fatality.
If you thought the first one it was just generic and giving that such a throwback, but this one, however, that's even much lazy. And second, where is the cybernetic enhancement for him to shoot lasers out of his eyes, which it never explained, or it never does show any of it. And mostly the victory pose is that the lasers is still sticking out of his eyes and doing that pose like that is just that okay, that looks dumb to me.
Finish her.
You hear what she said? Ow, that hurts.
Fatality. Finish her.
Can I take your order?
Tanya wins. Fatality.
That's a major chiropractor.
Finish him.
That the angle shots the same for
Fatality.
Raiden.
Finish him. Fujin wins. Fatality.
Same.
Finish him.
Another classic fatality from the first game.
Fatality. Finish him.
Now that is pretty good to put so much effort for with the 3D elements and angle shots.
Oh, here's Quan Chi.
Finish him.
Now this is the best fatality. Beat you with your own leg. This is pretty much this is a cop-out.
Fatality. Finish her.
Make a wish.
Sonya wins. Fatality. Finish her. Sonya wins. Fatality. Finish him.
Oh, this is a stage fatality.
Shinnok wins.
And of course, having the head that bounced it to the camera.
Finish him.
Now I do remember seeing of the fatality when I had the game.
Wins. Fatality.
So basically, that's all that was shown, and there are some good fatalities, and that gives the payment of the homage, or that's giving it of the classic of the original of the first two as a tribute, and doing it in the 3D elements. That's fine, but there are some that it's just cheesy and outright just silly. Like, I mean, Reptile levitates and spit acid. It's just a little weird. I mean, unless that he is an elder god, I mean, that makes no sense. Like Reiko, I mean, he just give it like a one strong kick that it just crushed the chest, and having arms and head to be spinning and just levitate for like 5 seconds, or throwing a bunch of shuriken stars and becoming like a human pincushion and just bleed it out to death. That was silly. But I'm sure that all of you are going to argue that the Quan Chi's first fatality was the best one, because ripping your opponent's leg and beat the living bejesus out of you with your own leg, that was a certified epic back then. And let's see, the dragon polygon model, that was pretty good. That was pretty cool, and it was that decent at that time. I think it's just that the way that how when it comes to deaths, it sounded like a little sprinklers, don't you think? And especially Liu Kang's the fatality that splattered, and it's just instantly it was rain falling. That was like 5 seconds. That was a little weird, but that's twice that they showed of nothing but just guts and bones. And as I said, that they were out of ideas, so they tried something different. But at the end, it's becoming a bit of a cop out. So now let's take a look at the fatalities from Mortal Kombat Gold. So let's see if this is anything different than of the original. But then again, I think it's gonna be the same crap. But let's take a look. my best friend did have that game when he was around, when he had the Dreamcast. And of course, like I didn't get far further, but I just want to have fun. Here we go with Cyrax.
Cyrax wins. Fatality.
And I did see there was a short clip from MK1 that they did bring the throwback of so many bombs from Cyrax. That's going to be featured of it. So that is cool to have as a homage or bringing it of the such tribute. Self-destruct sequence.
Cyrax.
Now this is funny that all the body parts have just instantly disappeared.
Melina.
That looks hurt. That is painful. And of course, back then this was pretty scary to look at, and obviously this is a homage to MK3. This is a rare you get to see so many pins or needles that's riddled with so much all over your body. But tell me something. Have you seen like this before from someone else? So at least that this is considered that's original, but still.
Fatality.
Okay. That is lousy and lazy, because when the last time you ever see someone that throws so many sides? MK2.
Fatality. Wins. Fatality.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all you get is just one different angle, and that's it. Okay, that was not too bad. It was. I think the second one is much better.
Wins.
That grunt sound. That's definitely from MK2.
Wins. Fatality.
Do I need to say anything about this one? Because okay. Now the fact that this is the updated, but this right here that the bones started to be scatting all over, and it's just splashing out like that. And once again, it disappeared like 5 seconds, and they were here lying on the ground, and now it's gone just like that.
Fatality.
And granted that they still most of the characters from MK4 that they still get to keep their fatality, so it's still the same.
Jax wins. Fatality.
Okay, the sound effects is pretty decent.
Fatality.
Oh, so no blood rain. Okay. 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 I like they're showing like the face frame. Is what I saw right there.
Fatality. Page wins. Fatality.
Same.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
There we go with Rico.
Rico wins. Fatality.
You see where we're going with Melina?
Fatality. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Derek.
Wins. Fatality.
He still keeps the laser eyes. I just don't get it. Okay, this was a little faster.
Fatality. Fatality.
It definitely sounds so much puddle of water, but this is blood.
Fatality. Scorpion wins. Fatality.
Whoopsies! We did it! Just hearing that the bone crushing in the guts.
Fatality.
Oh, so so this time the bar did not move. Okay.
I mean, the torso
Fatality.
didn't twitch, let alone move like 5 seconds.
Reptile wins. Fatality. Reptile
Okay, this is a little different.
Fatality.
Definitely it looks silly, but it's different.
Fatality. Shinnok wins. Fatality.
Well, I don't think I need to have to explain this because
It's still pretty funny just to hear the sound.
Putin wins. Fatality.
the iconic. This is still the best.
Fatality.
But it's just. Oh yeah. I guess it's that because he's a sorcerer. I guess he can just basically intimidate any. I honestly thought that sector was not in this game, but I was wrong about that. So, but he is in the game. Okay, that's my bad on that. Okay, the compactor. That's legendary from MK3, but it looks a little little slim, don't you think?
Cybot wins. Fatality.
Okay, that, I mean,
Cybot wins.
okay, Noob Saibot. Yeah, that also that I forgot that he was added in the game, but they could have had something, completely different than just basically just copping out all the things from Reiko and his brother Kuai Liang. And yes, that the new Saibot was once known as Bihan, so it was already established. But I'm just pointing out that they could have just done something entirely different. I mean, that's all I'm just pointing out, because that is also lazy.
Fatality.
Goro.
Wins. Fatality.
Really?
Fatality.
Thank God we're at this stage. The stage fatality.
Reptile wins. Fatality. Scorpion wins. Fatality.
All right. I think that's gonna be it for now. Yeah. What else to say? I mean, this was considered that it was a unique experiment to have the very first of the 3D aspect for into the Mortal Kombat in history, something that's never been done. That's granted, but when it comes to doing of the gores and the fatalities, it got very to the point that it got lazy and very silly, and I think that it's just very laughable. That's considered that was worse than MK3. Now, I'm not trying to be harsh or try to bash by all means. This is basically this is just nothing more than just entertainment. And just looking back to it, this was considered that was the rarest thing, and then it could continue on with the 3D with other sequels that was later featured in the PS2 to Xbox, and everything else was just everything else was history. And just looking at this and I think that the reason for the teams that they tried to put everything, and I think it's because it has to do with time, rush, and money. That was a bit of a there was a budget going on or some issues, and that there was not enough time to put so much effort to it to have something that's completely different and with the updated. I think that is slightly that was the worst, and that they did bring back of the Cyber Ninjas, Melina, Kung Lao, Noob Saibot, and Goro, but I guess that there was not enough time to put so much heart into it to have something that's completely different. Having like a better versions of when it comes to of the gores, and they basically they were on time. So that's one way to to put it into it. But I think that's what went down. But if you have like a different opinion about this, by all means, but that's basically what I'm seeing, and it's actually it's pretty sad. But at the same time, just looking back to it, this was the rarest that you had to showed appreciated that they put such effort, and that this was at that first time in the early years. And granted, Quan Chi's first fatality was still the best. I mean, what else can you say? Just beat your opponent to death with your own leg. That is the epic moment. And that Scorpion can morph into a Scorpion as an animality. That was a well served that people felt a little better or bitter to say the least of it, but it was worth the fun just to take a look at it. And hope you guys that have a few laughs. But if you guys enjoy this, or that is just basically that's something that you had accustomed when you had the MK4 or MK Gold. But leave a likes and also leave a comments down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So take care, guys, and peace.